Hey there Facebook, it is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer and coach from Live, Love, Give. And today I have a message which is asking you all a question, particularly for you guys out there who I know are committed to your own growth. This is a question that sometimes I think we come across unknowingly or without any sort of real desire to come towards this question, but we hit a threshold of pain, and it's definitely can be very much so tied to the answer to this question, which is, do you ever feel as though you're more committed to their success or their progress than they are? Okay, and so I know many of us out there who are really into our self-development, into our growth, into our progress. We're really, this is a high focus for us. We have a high need and value on our growth, and so we kind of project our own experience onto those around us, and it can oftentimes end in pain, not only for us, but also for the people that we're so well-intentioned around and really just want the best for, but it can end up in this real source of pain. And so what I wanted to do, like always, I wanted to kind of just give you guys a little bit of story and a little bit about what goes on in my life at different times, a bit of my journey, in the hope that you can resonate with what I'm about to share, and it can empower you and also empower those people that you really want to see progress and grow as well, and kind of get out of your own way. So it's happened to me a lot in my life, but definitely I can pinpoint different relationships where this has happened. And even just recently, I've been doing some work on this in a couple of different relationships in my life where I have felt like I've reached this point, where I've just, like, these people in my life that I care about having challenges, having troubles, having problems, whatever it is, right? And, those people who they might communicate about it a lot. And I've made a business out of helping people through their challenges and out of their problems, right? So this is what I do for a living, but not everybody wants you to do that. Not everybody is as committed as you are to see them progress. But we as people who are trying to help others can get into this challenge, and I want to give you what I've kind of been able to build higher levels of self-awareness around just recently, and I'm hoping that it'll help you to fast track your success in this realm as well. But what I actually found was that I'd reached this, like, I can deal with people complaining and talking about their problems and their challenges. Absolutely, I love it, because I think that the first foundational piece to break through is absolutely self-awareness and acknowledgement of the challenge, right? So I'm very encouraging of people having the courage to admit what's going wrong, talking about it, voicing it, so that we can have that foundational piece in place, so we can absolutely create a pathway of power and break through. So I love that, and I'm open to that. Like, people talking about their problems, go for it. But we all have a threshold, right? And we all know people in our lives who talk about the problems, but then, like, months go by and then years go by, and you're like, wake the hell up. What is going on? I've heard this challenge before. We've spoken about it multiple times. Why are you no better off now? Why have you not taken action in terms of breaking through and breaking free of this? Where's the progress? Where's the growth? All right, and in the work that I do, I see so many different opportunities. There's not just one pathway forward to progress and breaking through and finding the solutions to different challenges. There's always a myriad of possibilities available to any of us at any given time. What makes the difference is our commitment level. Are we interested? Or are we committed? There's a real difference there. When we're interested, we're going to talk about it and it's going to be interesting. Oh yeah, that sounds like a good opportunity. Yeah, talk. But when we're committed, we take action no matter what. We've reached our threshold. We're ready to go. We're ready to do whatever it takes to break through. And that's, that's how we can be for others at times. They may be really interested in breaking free and they're happy to talk about it, but we're committed to their progress, and then breaking through. But what I came to discover, and this has been a real growth point for myself, is that at different points in time, and recently for me, I've been so committed to that other person's success. They're not asking for me to, come on board and help them and make the difference for them, but I have taken full responsibility for their growth, and I can see the potential for them. I can see where they could be. I can see how they could break through. I'm guiding them towards different opportunities available to them to break through and be without these challenges and actually grow from it, right? But to the point. So what I've gone beyond the point where that's helpful, and you might pick yourself up in this as well. So it's like the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So I've been leading this horse to all these different water points, these different water holes along the journey. There's this opportunity. Okay, that might not work for you. This is the opportunity. This is the opportunity. This is the opportunity over here. And I'm forever throwing opportunities to break through. And look, I've got your back. Like, I will do whatever it takes. But what happens is, and what I came to step back and realize, is that I was the one taking full responsibility for their growth, and I wasn't giving them the full opportunity to go, hey, I'm stepping back here. I can help you get there. I can sit in the navigation seat, in the passenger seat, and hey, I got you back here. I will help you navigate this journey. But I wasn't letting them in their own driver's seat. I was like, okay, I'm going to do it all. I've got the navigation on my lap. I'm guiding us, and I'm driving. You just take the passenger seat. Let's do it. All right. And so all that does is be counterproductive to actually what I was trying to do. What I try to do with all of my work, and I'm very good at it, doing this with clients, but when it comes to people in my personal life, who aren't necessarily coming to me for help, and I'm getting so ingrained and involved in their progress, I have noticed this pattern in myself now, so I can build on my growth with this. But because I was, my aim is to be like, hey, you know what? You might not be believing in yourself and trusting in yourself right now, but I believe in you, and I trust in the possibility of things being awesome for you. I see your potential even if you don't, right? And that is awesome. We all need people in our lives who can do that for us. But what was happening was that I was getting to the point of taking all the responsibility for their growth, which actually sent them the message, you don't believe in my ability to just back myself and be able to do this myself. You're taking the full responsibility of this, coupled with me putting my self-esteem in them breaking through and getting their results. And so all it was doing was creating a negative connection where I was because I was taking so much responsibility and attaching my self-worth and esteem to their results, it wasn't giving them the opportunity to go, hey, you know what, like, you're believing in me enough to let me do this on my own. Okay, so, and because I can now discover this pattern within me, I can see that I can reach a certain point that if I continue beyond that point the way that I have been, it's going to be counterproductive to actually the result that I'm trying to help this person with. And what I've now discovered is that, and I'm going to get better and better and better at this. I know I've always got more growth to move toward, but realizing where is that point? Where is that point where I am, hey, I know your potential. I can see the possibility of you breaking through here. Let me help you. Let me guide you and help you toward that result. But at this point, I'm going to take a step back because I've believed in you. I've shone light on that pathway forward for you enough. Now I believe in you so much. I believe you can make this on your own. And I'm here. You can call upon me. I have got your back 110%. But you've got to now take that action. You've got to be behind the driver's seat. And I've navigated you to this point. Now it's your turn. And that is really powerful because you can't control people's results. You can't control other people. All you can do is help them to trust and believe in themselves enough to take the necessary action to break through. And that is the greatest gift that you can give to anybody. So stop tying up your self-esteem in them getting their results and trust and believe in them enough to take a step back and be on that journey, but watch them take the action, see them get in the driver's seat. That is what will be much more powerful than you assuming entire responsibility for their growth and their progress, which only serves to send them a message that you don't actually believe in them or trust in their ability to figure things out. And that is obviously, to anybody trying to serve somebody, that's the opposite to what you're trying to achieve, but it's actually what's going on. And you tying your self-worth and self-esteem to their results, really bad idea. You know, you might as well focus your self-esteem and your self-worth on being the best self that you can be. And this is one avenue of you really being of service to others in a real way, in a really thought out, intentional way. So I am definitely hoping that me sharing this with you guys is of value, particularly to you guys out there who feel like you're more committed to their success than they are. Sometimes you're not giving them a full opportunity to actually be committed and empowered from within. You know, you're trying to force your ideals onto them instead of allowing them, questioning them. You know, being a real coach, which is questioning, allowing them to generate those ideas and those commitments from within. You're not trying to expect them and throwing your expectations and idealistic vision for their reality onto them, which doesn't serve. That does not empower them. It actually disempowers them, no matter how well-intentioned you are. All right, so hoping that this message is of value to you guys. Want to definitely check in with you guys. Make sure that you have dropping any questions or comments or feedback, or just say hi. I love hearing from you guys and getting to engage with you. So definitely do that. And before I do that, I want to make sure that you guys who haven't already, you have booked in one of my 15-minute power sessions, so I get to meet you and get to connect on video, see what is going on in your world, see how I could help you and progress, break through whatever challenge or struggle that you're currently being limited by, help you get a new empowered perspective, and help kind of shine that light, but definitely get you into action so that you can empower yourself on that journey. If that is of interest to you, definitely click on my calendar link above and select a time that works for you. All right, let me jump in. I've gotten really passionate about this one today, and I'm kind of in a rush because I'm off to the gym and I can't wait. I'm super excited. All right, so Marlon's here and Sam's here. Awesome. And Huss, love seeing you guys. And Rose, all my team's here. I love it. And Catherine's here. And Ram, nice to see you, my friend. And Sam, thinking I'm elegant in my purple. Thank you, my favorite color. Appreciate that, Sam. And Jessica's here. And John, hello to you. And Nick, hi Vanessa, always grow, always adapt, always be learning. Boom, I couldn't have said it better myself, my friend. Absolutely, Nick. And Alex is here. And hello to you, Seth. And Judy, and Regis, and Roxana, love seeing you, and Dan, and Dehendra, superb, your voice is musical. Okay, thank you. I always appreciate when you guys appreciate my voice, because like I can't think to what it must sound like to anybody who's not an Aussie. So that's awesome. And John's here, and Sam, I'm loving that you're finding this a valuable topic, particularly because I know that you love so much helping others. So yeah, really grateful to hear that. And Jace is here, and Mohammed's here, hello, and Tanya, and Stephen, and Tavis. Good night to you. And Haru, I think it's your birthday. So if I've got it right, it gave me a notification. I might be ahead of the clock because I'm here in Australia. But happy birthday to you, Haru. And Fernando, hola, and Jonathan, and Philip. And thank you, Haru. Much gratitude to you. And Hassan, and Jamie, hello to you. And Jace, don't talk, just do. Self-discipline. Yeah, but it's like, it's, you know, and particularly if you're a real doer in your life, you know, it's really difficult to watch people talk and not do, but like, have I learned that lesson such the hard way, getting so involved and trying so hard to motivate, and instead just, you know, I've had to take a step back and just be more accepting that people are on their own journey and they do their own growth in different ways to what I do. And also they're on a different timeline than I am. You know, I love action. You know, I've got to get into action. How I coach people is all about action. And sometimes like we see people and we're like, could you just take the action? You could be over there. You could be out of your pain and suffering. But it's wasted energy a lot of the time. And sometimes people just need to be accepted and they just need to be supported on their own journey. But yeah, It's difficult, and absolutely, I resonate with what you're saying there, Jace, absolutely. And hey to you, Leo, and Philippe, and Michael, and Neil. It is about putting in work, absolutely. You know, we're all kind of just looking for that magic pill. I can't tell you the amount of people that I've witnessed, you know, invest in programs, in memberships, in all this sort of stuff that can grow themselves, but then that's where they stop. You know, and they just have this weird expectation that because they paid money towards something, that means they're going to get their results. No, you are absolutely on the ball there, Neil, is that it's about doing the work. And I love that you brought that, absolutely. And Jim's here, and Jared, and Dominique. And Jared, hey Vanessa, I hope your training workouts are going well. If you need any assistance with that, let me know. I'll be happy to share with you some of my health fitness knowledge, still part-time PTing. Awesome, Jared. I love that. Thanks so much. I've been in the fitness industry for about 10 years now. But you know what I've done recently, a business coach of mine also runs a PT business, and I'm always super interested in new programs, something a bit new and exciting that I don't have to create myself, that I already know that stuff. So I'd love to hear from you about that, Jared. That'd be awesome. If you've got some sort of cool training program that was a bit different, I'd love to give it a whirl. So absolutely, and I appreciate your kindness there, Jared. Thanks. And good to see you, my friend. And Philippe, do you have a specific hour for doing the live transmission? How many lives do you do a day? What inspires you to do the subject? Thank you, Philippe, for the questions. I'm a little bit random in terms of when I go live. Generally, at the moment, I'm kind of putting a post out like while I'm awake every 4 hours or so. So I always do a daily written quote. I always do a Facebook Live, and I always do like another quote with like a picture. So you'll kind of see me kind of go throughout, and I have specific times. Generally, I'm doing this around 11, 12 in the morning, and or 3 or 4 in the afternoon, Australian Eastern Standard Time. But I'm kind of a bit random. That works for me. You know, I've been doing these Facebook Lives for now over a year, just a few days over an entire year now. And what's kept me consistent is not having too many rules around it, and being able to just talk about whatever I want to talk about whenever I want to talk about it. And so that's why you'll see that I might be a little bit random in my times. And I do one a day. At times I've done a couple, like if I go to the gym and I just have a thought or something and I just want to get it out there, or something else I'm doing and I want to share with you guys, but at least once a day, and usually just once a day, because I'm scared you guys are going to get totally sick of me. And what inspires me to do the subject, whatever is currently going on in my life. Usually I start my day with writing, and I just write from my heart. It's kind of a journaling process, which usually ends up being a quote that I put out to you guys, or a written post. And usually that's kind of what happened today. I just did some writing, and I'm like, yeah, I want to talk about this with you guys. Or it might be something that's happening with somebody that I'm working with, or in my program that I'm running right now. All my team in there, you guys know who you are. You guys inspire me with so much. So I oftentimes get my whatever I'm going to talk about from there. But at the end of the day, I'm just hoping that it's of value to you guys, and that if you can't catch me live, you still get to catch the recording. And so thanks for the questions, Philippe, and I hope I answered everything there for you. And Kane's here. Awesome to see you. And Leslie and Thomas, hello to you. And Dwan, are you like being single? I'm going to answer that question just because I feel like it's coming from you as a woman. Do I like being single? You know what? I have been single for the first time in my life for a long period of time. It's been a year now. Almost a year, almost an entire year since I left my past relationship. And you know what? It has been the most beneficial time for me personally in my life, in terms of personal development and growth, because I've always been super focused on the external. So without going too deep, I work with personality psychology. I actually lead with a cognitive function, or a mental process, which is extroverted feeling, meaning that I am so attuned to what's going on emotionally for another person, almost at the expense of my own what's going on for me. And so in my past relationships, I've been very much so attuned to their emotional experience that I've lost myself in relationship and created very codependent, unhealthy dynamics. So for me, over this last year of being single, being able to just focus on me, it's actually been super, super powerful, and I'm really grateful for it. So I have enjoyed being single, to be honest, and I think that that's really a valuable lesson. If you can be happy in your own company and not need to be in a relationship, there's nothing more powerful than that. At the same time, I'm super open to finding the right person, you know, but my standard on relationship is super high, but I believe in the possibility of something extraordinary, and I don't need to be in a relationship. Like, a lot of people need to have that relationship. They go to a relationship in order to fulfill a void that only they can truly fill within, and if that's why you go to a relationship, it's always going to have this neediness. It's always going to be fear derived instead of really love based. And so that's a whole nother story for probably a whole nother time, but I hope I answered your question. I appreciate your questions as always, and thanks for being here, Dwan. And David's here, awesome, and Rose is here, yay. I'm happy to finally catch you live. Thanks for the message. You're so welcome, Rose, and I love having you here, and I love how much we get to connect each week with the program. So awesome. And Tom's here, awesome to see you, and Mark and Alex. And Roxana, yay! Oh, I love having all of you guys here. Always a pleasure to catch you live. 4 hours of live is not enough. It's so funny. Oh my gosh, we catch up so much. So I love that you're not sick of me. That touches my heart immensely. And Brandon's here, and Alex resonates with me a lot, Vanessa. So happy to hear that, Alex. Thanks for letting me know. And Con's here, and Dwan, thank you for answering. Very helpful. So grateful to hear that, Dwan. Thank you so much. So guys, that is it from me today. As always, I am sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you, to wherever you are in the world today. I hope it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, like I always say. And I really hope that you are doing something empowering and that today's message has served you, so that you can take a step back and actually back people to get their own results. That is sometimes the greatest gift that you can give to somebody, over and above taking full responsibility for their growth and not giving them the opportunity to empower themselves. So I hope that was valuable to you guys. I've loved having each and every one of you guys here. Thanks so much. And I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. I'm off to the gym. Much love.